I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots, and this is Balazs from Racing Brick.
Thank you, Optimus. It is very kind of you. It's actually Balazs, but I'm sure it's not a very common name on Cybertron. Yes, you are right. This is very surreal, and I never ever thought it might happen. Now, let's go back to the beginning of the story. So, here I am with this box, and its existence is still pretty unbelievable. I'm sure I'm not the first one saying this, but the reason is very simple. Do you know what this is? Let me help. This is an Optimus Prime building block toy set released by Hasbro in 2011. You know Hasbro, one of the companies owning the rights to the Transformers universe, and with such products was a direct competitor to LEGO. Fun fact, according to some background information, it was actually Hasbro who reached out to LEGO with this crazy idea. Smart move, Hasbro, thank you for this. So here we are in 2022 and look at this box. LEGO, Transformers, Optimus Prime, Hasbro and Takara Tomy on the very same box. Mind-blowing. And what a box it is! You see Optimus in robot mode standing proudly on the front, and on the back you see him transforming. We will also get some cool accessories, but let's open it finally. One interesting remark before that about the box. It says Optimus Prime here, and the only other language below is Hungarian, Optimus Fővezér. I guess he's simply called Optimus Prime all around the globe except here. The set has 1508 pieces, the price is 170 euros or dollars, and it is available at lego.com and in the LEGO store since the 1st of June. We have 11 numbered bags in the box with 10 building phases, an unnumbered bag with the tires, the manual with the sticker sheet and a small extra leaflet. This is a promise of paper bags in the set, but just like in the Ferrari, we only have plastic bags here. The sticker sheet is pretty small and the manual is surprisingly thin. It has this huge beautiful logo at the front that makes the child inside me super excited. We start with a very cool artwork with the iconic characters, then some details about Optimus Prime himself. There's a page about the accessories, and then a few words from the designer who, fun fact, used to work at Hasbro before joining LEGO, so he was working on Transformers toys before getting a chance to design the LEGO version. How cool is that? Here we can see how the building stages are distributed, and this is the part list. I don't see many Technic pieces, so it will be interesting to see how the whole structure is built to allow the transformation. Luckily, no more black backgrounds in the manual, so LEGO bricks roll out. The beginning of the build is quick and straightforward, we don't see many tricks at this stage yet. Here's something new. This new type of joint socket brick first appeared in the tall neck set in grey, now we have it in red as well. Apart from the new joints, we seem to have a lot of plastic hinges, they also might play a key role here. You know what's cool in this set? You really can't stop smiling while you are building all the iconic details, like the windshield parts here. This is how our assembly looks like at the end of phase 1. Okay, I'm happy now, we do have some Technic pieces after all. Here's a little trick, this assembly is mounted upside down. Suddenly things are starting to take shape here. This is how the front gets that slight angle, looks amazing with the floodlights added. Now this one will be a quite complex little snot assembly, we have studs all over the place. The axle is there to stabilize this connection, the turntable with the ratchet base will provide the connection between the two body sections, end of phase 2. We have a very massive layered structure here covered with brackets, and here is the first sticker of the set, and it has some problems. As you see, I applied the sticker according to the instructions. The wheel will go on this axle, so this longer section is here and the shorter one is on top. This is how it looks like on the box and in the beginning of the manual as well. But there's one problem. If you check the artwork on the other side, it's actually the other way around. The longer section should be on top with this small arrow pointing upwards. This seems to be a mistake of the instructions, as you need to simply flip the sticker or the tile itself, issue solved. But how can this actually happen? How did the whole build go through quality control and everything? They produced the artwork for the set, the instructions, the photos, and no one noticed it. I just reviewed the LEGO Technic Ferrari Daytona SP3 that had multiple errors in the instructions, one of them similarly visible, and the mistake is visible on the official photos, even in the book. This really raises some questions regarding quality control, and I'm really wondering if the designers themselves have the possibility to do a final check on the product. I mean, it's not a big deal here, does not affect the build, super easy to fix, but for me it shows that the people responsible for these checks might not have enough time to do their job properly. Anyway, back to the build. Here are some cool new pieces. I found most of them in the new 2022 Ninjago Max, but not this one. This is the mounting system for the leg. It allows rotation on 2 axes. So this is what we have at the end of phase 3. Lots of things happening in this assembly, and this is how it looks like before we start to cover the surfaces. Many plates, tiles and small pieces later, we have this very cool detailed build that becomes the lower part of one leg, and we get the other one in phase 5. All we have to do now is to add the rest of the wheels. This might be the most technical assembly of the build so far, with the glorious return of the orange rubber inserts after its only appearance in the Boost set 5 years ago. A pretty cool way to attach this angled piece, then some more orange rubber, and we are ready to attach the feet securely with those 2 toe balls. We have some shiny drum lacquered silver pieces before starting phase 7. Yet another iconic section built with only a few parts, but the end result looks really stunning and accurate. And it was time for me to realize that I mounted the legs incorrectly, need to swap them quickly. Much better, now I can show you the amazing structure here that allows the side panels with the lights to fold in and up, and the whole grille to have just the proper angle. Truly fascinating solution and attention to detail. Printed tiles with the Autobot symbol, what else could we ask for? Although most of the build is red, we still get black axles instead of the red ones for these smokestacks, another nice attention to detail. Shoulders are in place, time to open bag 8. We are working on the arm now that includes yet another nice printed tile. The hand is built with only a few pieces but works very well, I think. This small snout assembly will become the head, and we have this cool brand new metallic silver part for the mouthpiece. Again, very small details recreated with tiny pieces, and I'm sure tons of work went into it. Look at this slight shift of studs here, this one has a purpose as well. The eyes are printed on the edge of this 1x2 plate. Now check this out. We have jumper plates on the top, now with a regular plate and a bracket, with another jumper plate and the 1x1 on the front, just to be able to add this printed tile and to form the top of the head. And it is finished. Awesome! In phase 9 we build the accessories, and the first one is the iconic Matrix of Leadership. Not a complicated build, but represents the item well and it can be stored in the chest. The Energon Cube is very simple and very purple. Here's another accessory that can be found in many toy releases, despite the fact that it only appeared once in the Generation 1 cartoon, when Optimus was fighting Megatron at the Sherman Dam. It's a strange mix of different shades of yellow, orange and gold, but the end result looks pretty impressive. The hand needs to be removed to be able to attach the axe to the arm. The brown axle slides in the black pieces with the axle hole. The last accessory is the biggest one in this bag, and it is full of clever building solutions. It looks very authentic to the cartoon. The Ion Blaster can be attached to the studs on the arm. The last face has a single accessory, and it's again something that was used only once by Optimus in the series. This is Sideswipe's jetpack that he borrowed briefly in the 3rd episode. It has the Autobot symbol and some nice brick build details, a clever attachment system and adjustable thrusters. It can be clipped on the back of Optimus in robot mode fairly easily. All we have left is the plug and the replacement panel for the front in vehicle mode, and the build is finished. So, here is our fully built Optimus, and I think he looks truly amazing. Tons of details, correct proportions, lots of accessories, there's really not much to complain about. The model is 35 cm tall. I don't have many LEGO robots for comparison, but here are 2 sets for the Technic fans to see the scale, and here are some others for the Ninjago community. I'm sure you are eager to see Optimus transforming into vehicle mode and all the functions and capabilities of the finished model, but you will have to wait a little bit as they will come in the second part of the review. But I will do my best to make the next one more exciting, so you can expect a comparison with some other Optimus releases, including the predecessor from Hasbro and the classic G1 Optimus as well, and maybe even more. If you watch this sometimes in the future, then part 2 might be already published. Look for the link in the top right corner or in the description. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I strongly suggest to subscribe with notifications. You really don't want to miss the second part and the other upcoming LEGO videos on this channel. See you next time, bye bye.